Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I made this really adorable floppy arm leg frog. I've been seeing these on TikTok, so I decided that I wanted to make them. I did end up making my own pattern for these, as far as I can tell, because I couldn't find a free pattern that I liked online. So I kind of made this little pattern up. I think it is so cute. I made two so far, and I absolutely love how they turned out. So this is what I'm going to be showing you how to make today. And it's pretty simple, not that hard. It's also pretty quick. So yeah, I whipped these two up in about an hour. So it's pretty quick. And I'm just making them because I have a lot of this green color soft chenille yarn. So, now let's get into what you're to be needing, and then we can start making these cute little frogs. Okay, so everything I'm using for the frog, I'm just going to be using this green chenille yarn. I actually got this at the Dollar Tree, and I really like it, so that's what I'm using. I'm using a 4mm hook. Also, sorry my camera quality is kind of bad. I don't really know why. Hopefully it's not that bad though. Anyways, 4mm hook. If you size up or down with yarn, change the hook size obviously. And then I use a little piece of black yarn or thread for the mouth. You're gonna need not that much stuffing, but you are gonna need a little bit of stuffing just to give it a little bit of a squish. Stitch marker, a little needle just for sewing the bottom, and then I'm using a pair of scissors, of course, and I'm also using some 12mm safety eyes as well as some backings. So that's all I'm using. You can also switch out the eyes for some black thread if you don't have the safety eyes. So yeah, that's all I'm going to be using, and now let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start off with a little slip stitch. I'm just going to put that around my hook. And now I'm just going to make a chain of 10. And now I'm going to go into the second stitch from the hook, so not this first one, but the second. And I'm just going to do a single crochet. So that is going to be our first single crochet. And now we're going to do 8 more down the chain, just single crochets. And now we're going to do that same thing down the other side, so another 9 single crochets. So we're going to go into the back of that stitch we just went into and make that 1. And now keep going down, do 8 more. And now we can put our our stitch marker on the loop around our hook. So what I'm going to do for the next row we're going to add our little, not eye sockets, but I guess that's what I'm going to call them. I'm going to add the 2 little eye areas. So to do that, in the first stitch of this row, we're going to do just 1 single crochet. And now into this next one, we're going to do 4 double crochets into it. So it's going to be like a double crochet cluster type thing. So I go in and I have hold on, I got to explain this better. So I yarn over, I go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. I don't go all the way through. And and then I yarn over, go back in, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. I'm going to do this until I have 4 of these, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to yarn over one last time and pull through everything on my hook. And that is the double crochet cluster. Now you're going to crochet, now you're going to single crochet 5. And then we're going to do another one of those double crochet clusters right into this stitch. So you're going to go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and just continue doing that until you have 4, 3, okay. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through everything. And then I'm just going to single crochet my way back to the stitch marker. Move up your stitch marker when you finish that row. And now it should look something like this. I'm just going to flip it inside out because I like the way that my stitches look when I do that. So yeah, now it should look like this. You can add your eyes now, but I'm going to wait about a row or 2 and then I'll put my eyes in and I can show you when I do that. So we're going to do 3 rows of just single crochet now into every stitch. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that and then I'll come back and show you how I put my eyes in after those 3 rows of single crochet. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put in my stitch, or not my stitch, I'm going to put in my safety eyes. So my stitch marker is around the loop of my yarn. So I'm just going to take out my hook for now so I can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my safety eyes and I'm just going to place them into these little double crochet clusters we made. Just like that. And now I'm going to take my backings, and I'm going to take 2, obviously. And what I like to do to get them on a little bit easier is I just like to take my scissors and kind of cut a little bit. I don't know if anyone else does this, but it helps the backings go on. So that's just something I do. And now I'm just going to pop the backings on. Make sure it's secure. And that is what it should look like. And now I'm going to show you how to do the first set of arms. So what I do is I'm first going to just single crochet. And I'm going to single crochet until I get kind of to the corner or side of my work, like right here. So right about here. And now I'm going to chain to make the arms. And I'm going to chain 13. And then after we chain 13, I'm going to slip stitch back into 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to chain up 3, and then I'm going to slip stitch back down. And to make that one last third finger, I'm going to chain up another 3. and then slip stitch down 3. Okay, and after I make the 3 fingers, I'm going to then slip stitch right here, just kind of where that first finger started, and then I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch back down that chain, making sure I go into every stitch so there's no gaps. I'm just going to do that until I get back to the body. And now I'm going to make a single crochet into the next stitch, and this will attach the arm. So we have one arm. Now I'm just going to single crochet into every stitch until I get to the other side, and you're going to want to try doing the arms pretty much right across from each other. There's no specific stitch that you need to worry about for putting the arm into or like making the arm at. Just kind of do it right across. So I think I'm going to chain up 13 right here. And then I'm going to slip stitch down 3. Chain up 3. And then again, slip stitch into 3. And last time chaining up 3. And then slip stitch into those. Slip stitch into this finger right here, or the bottom of the finger at least, and then just slip stitch down this chain back to the body. Okay, I made my single crochet to attach the arm to the body, and now I'm just going to finish the row. Now for the next 5-ish rows, I'm going to continue making the body kind of as long as I want. I'm pretty sure I did 5 rows. It's either 4 or 5, but I'm pretty sure it's 5. And then I'm going to come back and do another row of the arms, just put down here for the legs, and I'll show you I'll tell you when I get there. So yeah. All right, so I actually came back on the 4th row. I'm gonna do one more row, but before I do that, I want to show how I put the mouth on, because I embroidered the mouth on before I like sew everything together. So I'm just going to take my hook out for the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my needle, thread it through. And now I'm going to start with the embroidery. So what I'm going to do is I go into it with my needle, and I go up right about here. I'm kind of going to find the center for where we want the little, like, not point, but like the little middle of the mouth area to be. And I'm going to just pull up, leave a little bit inside, go up about 2 rows, and then kind of to the side, go back through the middle. I'm just going to make sure I grab not my hook, oh my god, it's a needle. I'm going to grab it here, just like that. And now I'm going to go back in through right about here, somewhere kind of around the other side. Pull my yarn up, and then go back down this middle stitch. and pull through. That wasn't really like clear, but hopefully you could kind of see what I was doing. And then I just leave that in there and I'll stuff it later so it should stay in place. But that wasn't the most clear explanation of how I did it, but hopefully you can kind of see how I did it. Anyways, I'm going to do one more row of single crochets and then I will come back and do my legs. Okay, so for the next set of legs, I'm not actually going to show how I do it because I already showed that twice earlier for the arms. So just go back if you don't remember how to do it. Anyways, I'm going to put an arm right here, or a leg, I mean. So I'm just going to repeat everything I did from earlier. Alright, so I finished the first leg and now I'm going to crochet to the other side, do another leg, and then I'll finish the row with single crochets. I'm actually going to go ahead and just do this part, or this row, the rest of this row off camera, just because I kind of already explained how to do that earlier. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this next leg in this row, and then I'll come back for the next row. So for this last row, just going to do single crochets around, and then at the end of the row, all I do is just kind of tie off my yarn. But yeah, just go ahead, do slip stitches around the last row. It's pretty simple. To this last stitch. And then leave a little bit of a tail for sewing, but that's pretty much it. So I'm going to grab a little bit of stuffing now, just kind of pre-stuff it, and then I'm going to grab a little bit of stuffing just to hold on to, so as I sew up, I can continue adding more. All right. Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna go through stitches and then pull through. It's pretty simple for sewing up. But yeah, not a very hard process. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff more. I'm just adding a little bit of stuffing at a time. Make sure not to sew your legs in by accident. Okay, pretty sure I stuffed it to my liking because I still want a little bit of that squish to it. So I'm just going to finish sewing up now. And then once I finish that, I'm just going to go back through kind of and then just pull my yarn through. And that's just to secure so nothing comes undone. But then after that, all you gotta do is snip this excess yarn. And you have your little froggy. I hope that was a pretty simple tutorial. I don't really explain how to do any of the stitches in it. So, if you came here looking for like a complete beginner tutorial, I'm sorry, that's not what this was. But I do hope this was pretty simple for those making some beginner-ish projects. But yeah, they're so cute. and I can't wait to make so many more. I'm gonna make a little frog army. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was pretty simple to follow along. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!